purpose because I heard a lot about energy and lots of good vibes here today. Can we switch on? So first, what is purpose? Well, we hear a lot about it, and more because we're looking for sense, for the meaning, for the why. The purpose of a business describes the reason of an organization's existence, why we create a company. This is really the why of your business. So once you've got the why, you need to externalize how you're going to build it, the way you're going to accomplish the why. This is the how. What's going to be your structure? Because you've got your heart. Then you need a brain to make it function. Can we, next please? And then you've got the what. How you're going to deliver a solution to your customer, to your clients, to those who are following you. Well, be the clients and then more stakeholders. Next, please. Well, I'm sure lots of you have heard about Simon Sinek.
Oh, yeah. Simon Sinek. Of course.
Yes, of course. He says people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it, the sense you put into it, the energy, the why you put in it, and what you serve as the proof of what you believe. So you're not selling just a product or a service, you're selling a part of yourself. And we heard a lot about how you serve your clients, what you do for them all the time. So it's much more than just a product. We heard Procter & Gamble, it's much more than a shampoo. And we heard about Chanel, it's much more than a perfume. It's a way of being, a way of living. So now, let's start with the why, with some examples. I'm not sure you can read from here, but I took some of the purpose of well-known companies. BlackRock. Well, as Janishka said, I'm from the financial industry, so BlackRock is very well, our mission is to create a better financial future for our clients. So that's what they're doing, building on what they're doing on ROI, on debts or capitalism or whatever. But it's aligned, their actions are very much aligned with their purpose. The why is in line with the how and the what. DHL. DHL, we all know them for delivering our parcels. What they say is we deliver much more than parcels and packages and ensure containers arrive on time. We deliver prosperity, we transport health, we power growth, we deliver joy. So you enlarge the vision, and every day we connect people, improving their lives. Lego. I'm sure every one of you has played with Lego when you were a kid, or even in management, in coaching, we use Lego now. So it seems like techniques is not my friend today. Maybe we should go to meditation, as said my predecessor. Our ultimate purpose in Lego is to inspire and develop children and now adults to think creatively, reason systematically, and release their potential to shape their future, experiencing the endless human possibility. Patagonia is one we heard a lot lately, because they're doing clothes, they're doing sports clothes. We're in business to save our home planet, so they're doing clothes that do not harm the planet. And now they are even reversing the capitalism by making the earth the sole investor and shareholder of their business. And no, please go back, thanks. Total Energy is a French one, I had to put one. They want to become a world-class player in the energy transition. So they're not only making pollution, but really becoming part of tomorrow's life. So all of that are words. There are feelings at the beginning that need to be transcribed into words. We hear a lot about the hurt, about the love, but that's how it all starts, to define your why. And then we need to decline it into words that you can spread around, spread to your clients, spread to your stakeholders. So next, please. Now, up to you. Have you all defined your whys? Well, I believe, because I heard a lot of entrepreneurs in the room, but we heard as well executives who switched to entrepreneurship. And for all those, they had a life that were conducted, let's say, by their companies, by the way multinationals were handling them. So now it's more a research of their own whys, of the subconscious that we just saw. We want to link it. So now, speaking about the why, I thought maybe I'm going to speak about myself. So Yanishka introduced me as a CFO, as a businesswoman. So I worked in finance in M&As for big companies such as Autodesk, PeopleSoft, and other software companies. Then I became an entrepreneur, still in the finance industry, finance business advisor, fundraisers. I'm as well an investor, an M&A advisor, an executive MBA. All of that has defined myself on the way I was behaving with other people, my etiquette, so to say. And that was the professional me. And then on the other side, next please, on my personal life, I was an energetic healer, well, and I still am. But I could deal with it with my friends, with my relatives, when I could heal when they were burnt, when there are psychosomatic traumas, or even zonas. So it was fine. I was going into that. I was helping my friends and families, not knowing if I should do something with it or not. But that was fine. I'm a sound whisperer, hypersensitive. I could sense when someone was in need of my help. I could sense in my body that I need to go towards this person. Most of the time it works. The person goes into it, even if they could be rational, and we work together. But then we can go. We had two years ago, we had a big lockdown that reversed totally the way we were behaving, because we had no social encounter, and we all realized how sterile could be our executive lives. Why am I, in my case, in the financial industry, why am I running after more cash, more money for my investors, more money for my clients? Why do we need always more and more? And then everyone, a lot of people in the planet were looking for the why, were challenging the sense of what they're doing. And that's when I really got the revelation that with all this, that companies are living organisms as well. Organizations are personas by themselves. They're not only a box serving you to build your customer. They also tell a story by themselves. We heard about a big company, Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is living its life by itself, surrounded by all the people that make it a story. We heard about Coco Chanel. Coco Chanel was the vision of a woman at the beginning, but now she's dead a long time ago, but the company is still alive, and her spirit is still there. So that's what I thought. When I was healing my friends and relatives, I first get connected to their sound, to understand what they were letting me do, and then get connected to the pain, to understand the message of the pain, and work with them. And now, if a company is a living organism, then I can get connected to the business soul, to the soul of this corporation, of this organization. So I raised my voice about it when we went out of lockdown to my entrepreneurs networks. One is here in the room, and she said, yes, I want to try. And we have a lot of successes by getting connected to the business soul and putting it aligned with the entrepreneur's soul. So next, please. So that's what I'm doing now. I raised my business as a corporate shaman to connect entrepreneurs or executives to their business soul, to their professional projects, to put themselves in alignment between the business, between the stakeholders meaning clients and more, and between prosperity, because I know how to count on how to make finance work. So to use finance as a leverage for the purpose. So you see your business soul is calling. That's a good sign. Next, please. So I discovered my own mission, me as a person, Morgan, is to connect leaders to their business soul. And now I worked on my business, on Corporate Shaman Paris. This is the brand I launched last year, is to align economic prosperity to the leader's mission and to the business purpose. Oh, I'm going to be quick. So how do we do it? Next, please. First, well, this is a management tool that I designed. First, we go to the roots of the entrepreneur, of the leader, your strengths and weaknesses. So this is some homework you can do by yourself. Then we get connected. We use shamanic healing or energetic connections to define the leader's mission. And from that, we connect your inner why to the corporation's purpose. Then we design the business purpose. They are different but connected. And once we have the two whys, the why of the leader and the why of the corporation, we manage to build the business model around it, economic business model. So we connect, next please, with the clients. So how are the clients connected to your purpose? We forget about the business plans, about the cash, about the price, but first, how do they get connected? Then the second is, how are the customer relations being enriched with this purpose? Then the distribution channel, who's gonna help you sell? Who's gonna be your referrals, your distributors? Then revenue sources, we still have to add figures to make it of a living. Then we can, once we've defined all that, we can get the revenue figures. Back, what are your core activities? What do you make to serve your clients on their purpose? 9, what are your key resources? Is it yourself? Is it your activities, your competencies, your employees, your intellectual property? Next, please. Now, who are the key partners? Key partners of your business can be your referrals, can be your website, can be your marketing. Oh, yes, we go. I have 2 more minutes for the technical issues. And then from your key partners, you build up your cost structure, because we still need to add, to deduct costs and make it profitable. Once you have all what you can do for your business online with the why, the next place, we go for the environment. You've got your threats and opportunities. And that's how I build very classic business model canvas that we learn in business school to make it alive like with the tree of life, and I call it the economic tree of life, on the next place. We work on the negative and the positive impacts it has into you, the entrepreneurs, and then we build up the cycle again. So that's what we do now to help you become the biggest you, the true you as you can. We do company seminars, individual sessions, board or shareholders brainstorming, and a lot of companies are writing their purpose. We even have a special status here in France about a purposeful business and corporations. We do group sessions and programs on career transitions and pivot. And this method that I tried, I wrapped it all in a transformation workbook. So that is an interactive workbook that you can find in French or in English on Amazon at 20 euros or 20 US dollars. I accept both because I'm traveling in both Europe and the US. And for tonight, I have it combined with the poster. Sorry, this is my own technical issue now. We have the poster is done on mineral paper. So mineral paper is very organic, it doesn't shred, and you can erase it with water with my special pens. So you can use it again and again for your brainstorming session. So for the lucky of you who are here tonight, I don't do 20 euros for the transformation book and 20 euros for the poster, but for both. So it's now or next to management. So thank you very much. Let's get connected on Instagram, LinkedIn, or anywhere. Thank you.
Hi guys, just bear with me for 10 more minutes. You will love this. It's supposed to have happened before to break the ice of just the talk. So you guys check me out. Listen to this.
Okay.